The Earth people who can think are so frightened by those who cannot. The dead. The dead.
Listen, if you talk to Charles, he probably told you that I was assigned to the case of the missing boy.
Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Viral Venom. Tonight we have the Music Express. Before we go any further, let's bring out Christopher Lee Jansen. Oh
Hello.
My God, there he is.
I'm in a different background tonight. This is going to freak me out. Every time I look behind me, I'm be like, where am I? I'm only in my living room.
We have a
instead of
whole
my
bunch
office, but it's going to freak me out.
So you got a new location tonight. So normally we have, actually let's give a special thank you shout out to Michael Claude Thomas from the B Movie Monsters for allowing us to use their song Plan 9 in our intro video. The B Movie Monsters are available on streaming platforms all across the Monsterverse. Make sure to check out the B Movie Monsters and download their newest albums today. By the way, I forgot to do this in the intro too, so we'll go back and cover this too. Can I tell you about one of my favorite production companies I've ever known?
Go for it. I'd love to hear about this.
Okay, all right. It is you couldn't hear me because my microphone was muted, but one of my favorite production companies of all time, Stag Mountain Films from Jeremy Hirsch. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the Flower City Butcher. And then we do have a couple other sponsors. Just bang them out quick. Get a couple of these guys out. Have you been to any horror conventions lately?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Let me tell you about. Is it there? It's not there. What's going on? Cheeto Ray's Wicked Worldwide, where I go for all my horror convention needs. Check out Cheeto Ray's Wicked Worldwide on Facebook today and contact them if you have any questions about getting involved, if you need some merchandise or anything cool like that. Cheeto Ray is the guy you want to talk to. And hey, have you found any new cool apps lately on your phone?
Actually, yes. I just happened to recently download this new app called Terror Cards.
Terror Cards. Oh my God, Terror Cards. free virtual horror film cards. Visit terrorcards.com. Available on the Apple iPhone App Store and Google Play. There have been over 6,700,000 digital cards collected between 2017 and 2024. How cool is that? Pretty
That's
cool,
awesome.
right? All right, so we have a bunch of guests on tonight. Every single one of them is the best musician I've ever met, and we'll just jump into it and start bringing them out because there's so many. This is gonna like fly by, I think. Let's start out with the musician of the hour, the man of the year, the artist formerly and presently known as Isaac Cantu. Oh my God, how cool is this? Is he there? Can you see? There he is. Okay.
There. Hey.
Isaac, how are you?
Yeah, how are y'all? Thanks for having me.
Good. So people have been saying there's no way you got the real Isaac Cantu on with you this week, but here you are. I proved them all wrong. Isaac, since it's your first time on the show, every time we have a new guest, in honor of Nancy Ann Ritter joining our project Killer Pizza, Christopher has to ask a very important question.
Potentially the most important question will ever be asked. Isaac, what's your favorite scary movie?
Man, I gotta say, Scream, man. Scream's my favorite.
Scream?
It's a solid
Yeah,
answer.
all the Screams.
It's a good one.
The first one was my favorite, really. The original.
Awesome. So we are okay. We have a bunch of people here, so let's just start bringing them all out. We'll just bring them all out and find out what's going on with these guys. This is the other musician of the year, the other man of the hour, the artist formerly and presently known as Bobby Cara.
Hey!
Oh my God, how cool is this? How's it going?
Okay, man. Just got back from a rehearsal a little while ago, and I'm glad that I was able to make it tonight.
Absolutely. So we might as well get the most important question out of the way. What's your favorite scary movie?
I have a lot, but there's one that is definitely unbeatable in my mind. That's John Carpenter's The Thing.
It's a good one. We're two for two. All right, let's keep it cranking. Bring out another guest. Why not? Here he is, the composer of the Millennium, the super composer behind Friday the 13th Blood Loss, which is in demand on Indiegogo. Get your perks today. This is Robert Lloyd. Oh,
hello.
My God. Now it's a party.
Now
Robert
it's a party.
Lloyd, besides Friday the 13th Blood Loss, what's your favorite scary movie?
It's probably a tie between Saw and Raw. I don't know how many people have seen Raw, but it is really intense.
Got a couple people in the comments here. Rector Race saying hello. Hello, Rector Race. Amanda Cooper is here. Amanda Carter is here. I don't know who Amanda Cooper is. Amanda Carter is here. She says, hello, no snakes in the coop tonight.
What's up?
Hello, Amanda Carter. We're glad that there are no snakes tonight. We got a bunch of more guests waiting backstage, and they all want to come out. They're all pointing. They're like, me next, me next. So we got to bring somebody out here. This is a good friend of mine. Also had a song in Friday the 13th Blood Loss. This is a musician who I see a lot of content from on Facebook. A lot of live videos pop up in my feed. This is the coolest guy of all time. It might be like an acoustic. I got to ask him about his guitar too here. This is Jordan Cohan.
What's going on, guys? How's it going?
Hey,
I'm trying to see the guitar
Back
behind
here?
you.
Oh,
this
isn't an actual guitar. This is a guitar little statue thing that my wife got me.
Okay.
Years.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, that's like an acoustic electric Schecter kind of thing.
Yeah.
I
wish
trying
I
to
could
figure
play
it
that thing.
out.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, that's all we wanted. All right. No, I'm just kidding. He's back. He's back.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
I see a lot of someone's trying to enter the studio. Who's trying to get in now? Are we missing somebody? Must be missing somebody. Oh well, you snooze, you lose, man. Should have been here at 8:45, buddy. No, yeah, Jordan. I see a lot of videos on Facebook about your live stuff. I see a lot of posts with you playing shows and stuff. But first, I gotta ask you, what's your favorite scary movie?
Of course. You mean other than Friday the 13th Blood Loss? My copy right here.
Other than he's got the Blu-ray.
Oh.
Available
I came prepared.
now on Indiegogo.
I came prepared. No, other than that one, of course, I would say probably Sinister or Get Out. Those are probably tied for my favorites.
We don't get those ones a lot, do we? Get Out, from what I remember, is a pretty good movie. I have to double check to see if I've even seen Sinister.
I loved it. I mean, it came out when I was younger, so I was probably a little bit connected to the fact that I got scared shitless when I saw it at first, but I loved it. So,
all right, let's bring out the other guys. I don't want to keep them waiting. This is going to be this guy. This guy is like a musician. He's got his own company, his own label or something. We got to figure out what's going on. He's got a cool skateboard company too with his kids that I like a lot. Let's get him out here. This is Matthew Clark. Hey. Oh my God! You hear that truck going by? They ruined my intro. The coolest guy of all time. It's Matthew Clark. Matthew
Howdy.
Clark, what's your favorite scary movie?
Oh man, there's so many. I'll have to say the 28 days, 28 weeks, 28 stuff. Those movies I like that. I'm big into the zombie films and whatnot.
Nice.
Good answer.
Otherwise, scary movie and all the comedy that's behind those.
That is a good answer. Let's bring out these other guys and we'll start talking music. This is I don't know who this is because his screen name is different from his Facebook name, but we're going to find out tonight. This is the Phantom Enigma. Actually, I don't think he's there. All right, he ghosted me. Hang on a second. We'll bring him back in a minute.
It's appropriate.
All right. This is the coolest guy I'm meeting for the first time tonight. This is Artist of the Year, 2 times over. Friend of Christopher's that I'm just now meeting. This is David Wood. Oh my God! How cool is this?
How are you?
You having fun so far, watching and everything?
I am. You guys are great. I love meeting and being a part of everyone here. So,
all right. So, David Wood, what's your favorite scary movie?
I've got to say Black Christmas, the original, and Halloween 1978.
Those are good ones. I don't know. Phantom Enigma, I don't know. Nobody was there. So I had him go. If Jimmy wants to try to come back in, Jimmy can come back in, whatever. Whoever wants to come in. We'll just leave it the way it is.
Just for a point of reference, this cat that everybody sees going crazy in the background, his name is Loomis. He's named after Dr. Loomis from the original Halloween. So Amazing. There we go.
There it is.
This little waving back and forth, and it took me a little bit to realize, wait a minute, that's a cat.
That's a cat. That's Loomis.
So, Isaac, you were just on TV, right? What was that about?
So here in Lubbock, they have this deal every year. It's called Lubbock Music Now. So the local artists, we submit our music, and they're judged by, I guess, the Texas Grammy. I can't really remember, but I know they're judged by some of the Grammys in Texas, something like that. And anyways, I sent my song in. It's called Falling. I got to perform it with my buddy from LA. That song's actually one of my songs from my my new album. Is called Breaking Waters, and it's international. So every song is with a different artist from. It could be Africa. It could be like with that song with Jameson. That one was with some lady from Sweden. I mean, just different songs, you know, and I have them singing in their own language as well. So it's pretty awesome. I got to share it with y'all guys one day, man.
That sounds real cool.
That's awesome.
Sounds amazing.
Very cool.
Awesome. Let's see. Robert Lloyd
love to share
sent me a bunch of. Robert, you sent me some stuff that you had been working on. It was. Let me see what you sent me here. Some links to different movies that you've been writing for.
Yeah, well, my song "The Voodoo You Do to Me" is in a really good movie called Friday the 13th: Blood Loss. I'm not sure if you've heard about it yet. And
I did.
And I got to write the theme song for Jacker 3: Road to Hell, which was really cool.
From Phil Herman.
Yeah. Phil Herman, yeah, my buddy Phil Herman. That was really fun. I mean, someday I'll talk to you about that, but it was the third movie of a trilogy, and I had to watch the first two movies to really like get the character in my head and write a song around that. It was a really cool experience. I think the third one that you have is something I wrote for a police show called Topaz and Stillman, which is completely different than everything else.
So what got you started with composing for films?
Well, you know, I didn't really set out to do that. I've just always been a band guy. I had some extra parts in music and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, you know, some people I had met in the acting world went and looked me up and listened to some songs. And then they're like, hey, can we use your song? And then, boom, it kind of took off from there. After I had a few songs in movies or in the can to be in movies, then that's when like Phil Herman approached me and said, hey, you know, can you write the theme song for Jacker 3, which I was just so excited about. It's a whole different thing writing a song that is not from personal experience or something. You know, you're given certain parameters kind of to stay in to do it and stuff to write about. So that's a whole new thing. I'm really, really enjoying it.
Awesome. Jordan also has a song in Friday the 13th: Blood Loss. Jordan, how many films have you had songs in so far? Was that your first one?
This is
something
my first,
you want to? Yeah. So what was that like? Was it good? I hope we did okay for you.
Oh, dude, it was awesome. It was really, really cool to see something that, because, you know, it's a song. It's the intro track to the album that I wrote. And the album is kind of a concept album where it tells the story of the relationship with my now wife, getting together, falling in love, falling out of love, you know, breaking up, and then finding our way back to each other. And that song that you used is like an introduction. It's like a preamble to the full story that I tell with the album. So it was written with a very specific context in mind. So then the studio, you know, the production of everything, you just went into it with a very different thing in mind. And then when my father, who you know, JT, reached out to me and put me in touch with you to be able to get the song in the movie, it was just so cool to see how you guys were able to make something that was written with a totally different, you know, concept in mind work for what you guys had in mind for the movie. So it was really, really cool. And that's led me into finding some different avenues to get other stuff into film. So I'm currently actually working on writing a theme song for a TV show as well. It's like a reality racing show of sorts. So I'm finally getting into that world as well, where I'm like going into the writing process with a certain thing in mind. So kind of like what Robert was saying, is definitely a little bit different approaching writing songs from that perspective as opposed to just writing songs for yourself. So it's been really cool, and I've been really grateful for the opportunity.
I thought the song fit pretty well with that scene. You know, like you said, it wasn't meant for the scene. We just kind of, with that project, we were like, okay, who can we get involved? Then we took the music and we tried to fit it in where it kind of made sense in the film. Mm-hmm. And, you know, for whatever reason, just like the timing and the part of the movie and everything, I thought that the song that you had went really well with it. And it was just like that intro to the album.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I just thought like, oh, this works here. And I was able to get more of your song kind of in that, you know, featured in that part of it. Kind of with Robert's too. With Robert was kind of the bookend to the YouTube thing. like in the movie where it's like, hey, we're it's like Tracy Pritz, an actress within the movie, and then she's talking about Friday the 13th dies or whatever, and it's got the voodoo you do to me around it. I thought that worked out pretty well too.
Yeah, I was so happy about that.
Oh, good. So, all right. So my good friend David Woods here, my new good friend. David, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am the pagan musician, the whole witchy thing. It just turned the October 1st. So here we are, and my life starts, I guess. I have 7 albums out, CDs that have been released. I've won 2 awards from the International Pagan Music Association, which I'm a part of. And I'm happy to be here with all of you because I feel like all of you have done a lot more than I have. However, I have had so many downloads of my music. The latest one I released in 2017, which has been carrying me even currently. And it's called, don't laugh, King Bitch. King Bitch is a song about me in the record industry days, trying to make it in the mainstream music industry, and how I had to say no a lot of times, and how I was taken advantage of a lot of times. But it turned out very funny. A lot of ladies really liked the song. A lot of men like it as well, and then there's some who don't. So it became a controversy as well as a hit. And it's been amazing. I love being here. With that single being such a hit, I had a crash. It was a mainstream crash where I just did not want to travel any longer. Okay. So it's been taking me time to get readjusted and everything. And I'm starting to make a very slow comeback with new music. So everybody out there who is listening that has been a fan of mine, I appreciate you. I started out in Eastern Kentucky, and I am now in Columbus, Ohio. So, and would like to be in Brooklyn and New York with all you guys out there. So I got a lot more creativity. But I do my own, and thank you for having me on your show.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here with us. So how do you know Christopher?
He's a drip. No, I'm joking. I met him on Facebook, and he was in Wisconsin. And it was right around COVID time when things were crashing with music as well. And I invited him to come on down while he could. We didn't know if things were going to be shut down. Roads closed at that time or what have you. And so I invited him down to live with me, and here he is. So
5 years later, practically married, right?
Well, there you go.
All right.
Well, see, I'm a witchcraft musician. I didn't want to mention the other part as well because some people just didn't take it all. So
right.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's pretty interesting. It's different, kind of like the pagan music stuff. So you might we might have to get you on a couple of the new shows that we're launching too, so that you can talk about the music that's kind of geared more towards that stuff. That might be pretty interesting to have you on.
it is a different community, and at the same time, it's the same community that they would love a lot of the music that all of us that are on here have to offer. So it's amazing. It's many different styles and interests in this community. So
awesome. Let's go to Matthew Clark. Matthew Clark's got a bunch of stuff going on, right? You got the I'll let you tell me. Is it a label? Is that what you have going on?
Yes, I run Simplicity 26 Records. We got I have two other partners, Noldy and Eddie Hudson. We have a couple of different studios. We have one here. We have one in Union, New Jersey. We did have one in Kenya, but COVID took us out. But we're in the process of opening it up again. But we're looking at two different studios, one in Mombasa, one in Nairobi, to be our first franchise studio out there. But yeah, that's pretty much what we do as Simplicity. We don't really sign artists. We sign tracks. We have we'll work with different artists and everything when it comes to what we're looking for, what I'm kind of looking to release or whatnot. And then reach into the network and see who could provide that. And our goal is to be an independent label, but to help independent artists grow. The commercial industry has changed so much since the analog era days that the money flow has changed drastically with digital. Now you got AI coming out. So we're trying to help the independent artists be able to grow, stay independent, not necessarily have to rely on the major labels and stuff like that. So we try to be a one-stop shop, so to speak, to help them. And then I'm retired as a DJ. I used to go by Unspoken Notion. But COVID and the custody battle back in 2015, I retired as a result of the combination of both of those. So, and then now the other thing you were talking about, skateboarding, I'll throw that out there real quick. During COVID, my kids, they were being homeschooled and everything. We moved into homeschooling. And as part of their homeschooling was, hey, business, get them into some understanding of business, and skateboarding is the route we went. And now they're slowly working on that. So hopefully by the time they're 18, they'll have their own business and they don't have to go work for somebody else.
Nice.
I like the skateboarding thing a lot. I know I've told you a few times. I like it though, because it's it's a family business. There's a lot of you guys have a lot of cool ideas and a lot of cool people associated with it, and I like it. So if you want, I want to do a skateboard episode where you guys could come on together and talk about all the cool skateboard stuff. Do you want to mention any of the skaters? Awesome. Or?
Well, right now we only technically have two skaters because it is still a young company, and the growth is rather slow because it is a 14 and a 17-year-old working on it as part of the homeschooling. But our first series of decks we came out with was we call the Challenge Accepted series. We had a graffiti artist out of Duluth, Minnesota, did a really cool Viking deck. I wish I had them right here by me right now, but they're way in the other room. And then Nicholas Brendan from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and everything, we actually got with him, and he did a couple paintings on canvas that he gave us the exclusive rights to use for the boards. And that was part of our first series. Now we're working on the second series called Half Pipe Dreams. And we got an art contest going to try to basically Joseph Poliquin from Five Nights at Freddy's. I ran into him on the set of Skate to Hell. He's an amazing skateboarder and everything. He wanted to try out some of our decks, so we sent him a couple, and he's been working on the triple kickflip with it and everything. And so now, as him being a part of the team, so me and him are the two skaters on the team. I've been skateboarding since 1988. I got a skate park in my garage. And so it's going to be his first signature skateboard for Tickle Me Not. And that contest ends November 25th. And then there was another person that I had spoken with. They sent me some really cool graphics that we're looking at. One to be entered into the contest. And then there's a Dr. Peepers guy I met on the set for Desert Fiends 2. He's a comic book guy. And he's actually helping us with a design to come out with a series with the Half Pipe Dreams to debut the mascot, which we've decided is going to be a unicorn cactus. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's definitely interesting. Our new seats, new decks will be coming out next spring. And if anybody wants to check them out, you can go to ticklemenot.com. My son designed the website and everything, and going from there.
So nice. That contest, they have until, did you say November 5th to submit their artwork?
25th. Thanksgiving. November 25th, yep.
So where did they submit that? Is it just your email?
They can go to the Tickle Me Not Facebook page, submit it to the messenger, reach out to us. They can send it to me, Matthew Clark, on there. Or again, on the website, when they go to the website, there'll be a contest tab. They can go there and it'll show them an email they can send it to as well.
Check it out. We have somebody named Kay saying, "Hey, Dad, is this for Matthew?"
I'm not sure who Kay is, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Is it Isaac?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. And then
Yeah,
we have
my daughter. Yeah.
Blanco Independent Cantu. I believe that's for Isaac as well. Saying hello.
Yeah, just saying hello. Yeah.
We have a question for Robert Lloyd from the viewers. SC says, Robert, how did you get into the mindset to write the song for Jacker 3? How do you find inspiration when you have a specific parameter to write it?
Well, that's an interesting question. Phil Herman sent me the first 2 Jacker films to watch. So I pretty much just lived those around the clock for like 2 weeks. So I could kind of get in the mindset of the main character of that. So that was pretty much it. Also, I don't want to give away too much about Jacker 3, but as I was watching those films and how they were produced, I was like, I really want to produce something that sounds like 70s or 80s drive-in sort of thing, you know? And so I used a lot of era correct instruments and amps and everything on that to make it really sound authentic. I am just extremely proud of how that turned out from a songwriter standpoint, as well as being a player and a producer. I'm really, really happy with that.
You can contact me.
You're the go-to guy.
I guess that's it. I know the music.
Awesome. So let's jump back to Isaac. Isaac, we're probably roughly around halfway through the interview. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about? I mean, there's so much to cover between all of you guys. It's just impossible to go over it all in the hour that we have together. But is there anything that you wanted to mention? Do you want to plug social media stuff? Do you have any sites where people can check out music right now?
Yeah, so I'm on Pandora, Canteen Music, iHeartRadio, pretty much everywhere. Definitely next year I'm dropping the Breaking Waters album. If you want to look out for that one, that one's going to be pretty dope. Like I said, it's international. I actually got to work with being in the industry and whatnot. I got to meet a lot of famous people, a lot of producers, engineers, record labels, like Bam Margera, with them, and Mark the Bagger. They're some of my good friends. Marcos Hernandez. I grew up listening to him whenever I was younger. He was actually a good friend of mine too. We're going to be working on a song as well. He's a Billboard artist from Dallas. Man, I'm just just a lot of stuff happening. Started acting again, so now I'm joining a couple. So I'm excited for that too. But man, I really would like to work my way into producing as well for films and TV. I'm actually working with the team right now. I got a buddy that just did a song for Capcom, and we're teaming up with my engineer and my producer. We're writing this song, and we're gonna try to get a placement to get all that ready too. So just got a lot of stuff going on, man, and I would like to share with everybody. And hell, man, I like to get with everybody else, and try to talk to y'all, get some pointers from y'all as well.
So I heard that you're going to be in a upcoming feature film called Killer Pizza.
Oh, I'm excited, bro.
All right. So am I. I was hoping you would mention it. Yeah. Isaac's going to be a part of the cast for Killer Pizza. We're super excited to work with him. So yeah, we'll definitely have to get you on again with some of those guys too, and have you guys promote that and stuff. So
I would love
let's go to Jordan. Thank you. Jordan, anything that we didn't mention that you want to talk about? Anything, social media plugs or any of that good stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, most of my social media is pretty much just my name, Jordan Cohan, Cohan. Spelled like it sounds is how I like to say. But you can check me out on pretty much any streaming platform. I got a bunch of songs out there. I got something that's about to hit 17,000 streams. I pitched it to a bunch of wedding playlists because it's very love song story kind of vibes. And it's about to get there. So you want to go push me towards 17,000. That'd be awesome. I released a series of projects in 2024. I called my Seasons project. I did 2 songs for each season, kind of spread out throughout the year. And that's probably some of the proudest stuff that I've released to date thus far. But as of what I'm doing right now, I'm about to be a dad, so I'm kind of just chilling. I'm working and writing a lot of. Thank you. Working on writing a lot of music, saving the money so I don't have to go to a studio. I'm not really big in the production on my own stuff. Just because I don't know what I'm doing really. So hopefully, follow me on social media. And in the next few months, I'll be putting some more stuff out, hopefully, but we'll see.
Absolutely. So what we'll do is we'll add links to the video afterwards that you guys can check out all their cool songs and follow them online. Robert yep. Lloyd. Anything you wanted to talk about that we didn't get a chance to talk about?
Well, most importantly is I can see that you all have really cool looking little squares, whereas I look like my mugshot is on the news. So
we'll work on the technology part for next time.
I'm pathetic. You know what? I don't even have a computer. This is on my phone. I still have an 8-track player. I've got a tube TV from the 80s with rabbit ears on it. I'm a mess. No, just quickly, I'm excited to be doing some acting coming up, which is really cool. I'm acting in a movie called My Blade Is Your Salvation, which is really cool. And the clown dies at midnight. So I'm doing some stuff on that. And if you want to find me on all the music sites and YouTube and all that stuff, the stuff that's kind of blues based, I go by Possum Bobby. However, I recorded a metal song for Only Fangs, so I couldn't really use the Possum Bobby thing there. So that project is called Decorate in Red. So pretty much anything metal I have for movies in the future will be under Decorate in Red, but 99% of my stuff is under Possum Bobby. Even if I'm just composing music for a film, it will probably be under that.
So we have a comment here for Robert. It's from Andy Parkin, who says, I'd like to vote Robert as one of the nicest guys in the industry. Hardworking and loved by everybody that is lucky to work with him.
Oh, yeah. Andy, thank you. You're the best. Yeah, I do voice acting as well. I'm a voice actor on a show called Leo Braun, and that is how I know Andy, which I love voice acting. I really do. I actually do a fair amount of it, really.
So we have Carlos here. I don't want to miss anybody in the comments. Carlos is saying, hello.
What's up?
Hello, Carlos. We have some more comments here for, I'm not sure. This might be for Christopher, maybe. It's too little, too big. Bestie, I'm here. Oh my God, the stress. Laughing my ass off. Okay, my question, David and everyone, if you weren't doing the style of music you're doing now, what would you be doing genre-wise? Let's go with Isaac. Isaac, if you weren't working on the music that you're working on right now, what other type of music would you like to make?
Maybe like definitely some rock, man. I've been trying to go in and out with it, but yeah, it'll be rock, hard rock, death metal maybe.
Jordan, same question.
It's a great question. Right now, what I release is like a blend of rock, country, and folk. But similar to Matthew, I'm also a DJ, and I've always been very intrigued into kind of getting into some of like the more like dance EDM pop stuff. So if I wasn't doing what I was doing, that's probably what I would do.
Then we have Robert. Same question.
Oh my. I'm sorry. I thought I was getting a different question. I'm sorry. What was the question?
So if you weren't working on the genre of music that you're working on right now, what would you be working on?
Oh, right. You know, what I've always wanted to do that absolutely no one will listen to is primarily being a bassist in live bands and stuff. I really want to get a 7-string fretless bass and compose some really melodic stuff with that. And I will just enjoy doing that to no end, and 3 people will hear it probably. But that way I really kind of get out of the realms that I've always been in. But I'm just so happy right now, composing stuff for specific films. That in and of itself is pretty new to me. So that's really where I hope to stay for some time.
And Bobby, same question.
So not that I'm not doing this stuff at all, but it's definitely at the moment taking a backseat to the film scoring. But that would be prog rock and metal, and also jazz fusion, especially tagging off of what Rob said. I also play bass. That's my main instrument. And so all of those genres are very, very conducive to having a lot of fun on the bass. I've got a 6-string fretless.
Nice.
I've been hesitant to get the 7 because I'm afraid that I'm going to be so used to the thickness of the other strings. I'm going to go play that 7 string and it's just going to snap in half, you know?
That is a concern for sure.
Okay, and then we'll go with, Matthew Clark.
Same question?
Yes, sir.
Right now, I work with like EDM, electro house, Melbourne bounce, and hardstyle. The label, we work with a lot of world music, more like Creole out of Haiti and Swahili out of Kenya, Nigeria, and Uganda and stuff. But when it comes to what I want to produce, when I'm skateboarding, I'm listening to blues, I'm listening to rock. So what I'm trying to push for now with my label is actually rock and roll, metal, stuff like that. There's a film project I jumped on board with that we are working on a metal track for, and I'm hoping right now it's coming along beautifully. And I'm hoping it'd be one of the first metal tracks that we can put out on our label. And I'm looking for other music too, because it's like I've been putting out music as far as where the loopholes are, where there's a demand, but there's not a distributor, and that's all cool and dandy though. But now I'm kind of getting to where I want to shape the label more around my actual musical interest.
Same question for David Wood.
Well, I am the one who is the pop dance alternative type. I do the synthesizers, the drum machines and stuff, but I am a singer as well, and I would love to rock across the stage. So I would love to go into rock after this.
Very cool. And then we have a follow-up. Isaac, we'll go back around one more time. Isaac, who influenced you the most, and what's your secret song pleasure that no one would guess? For example, Celine Dion or JoJo Siwa. Haha.
Okay, so influence. Hopefully, everybody probably might know who they are, but they are called the MB Riders. They were the 2000s, love songs of the year, of that era. So. Yeah, they were the ones that influenced me. I listened to them when I was younger, and then it's crazy. I actually went and did shows with them. Now I'm really good friends with the artists. They, one of them actually performed at my wedding, and we're really good friends. So it's pretty cool. Now for the song, god dang. Okay, don't hate me, but the song might be what was it? Lights. By what was her name?
Ellie Goulding.
You know what I'm talking? Eligo, there we go. Yeah, the song's dope, man. And my buddy Rigo jammed the hell of that song.
It's a good tune.
Same question for Jordan.
Yeah, absolutely. Who influenced me the most? I would probably have to say Bon Jovi. A little bit of a basic answer, but they've just been my biggest. I've been their biggest fan for as long as I can remember. They're probably who I tried to emulate the most when I first got into songwriting, and then it kind of just evolved from there. So, you know, in terms of like getting me into music, definitely Bon Jovi. Guilty pleasure, coming from the DJ world, the newest song that is taken off at weddings that I DJ is Chappell Roan's Pink Pony Club. And it is unlike anything else that I listen to, but every time I'm back there, I am just belting that song along with everybody on the dance floor. So I would say Pink Pony Club by Chappell Roan.
Same question for Robert.
Okay, this is a kind of a multi-part thing. Biggest influence on bass for me, John Entwistle and Chris Squire by 1,000 miles. Biggest band influence would be Deep Purple, number 2, Sabbath. And my guilty pleasure thing, this amazes people. I am a huge musical theater nut, like Les Miserables and Miss Saigon and stuff, because the complexity of composing that is mind-blowing. I mean, you're trying to keep so many characters and so many melodies going, and after you've watched it for a while, you hear a melody and you know that it's about a certain character. I mean, it's talent beyond measure. I mean, I can't even grasp how those people do that.
Yeah.
Same question for Bobby.
So I got to do this in 3 parts. Bass player, Jaco Pastorius, Charles Mingus. They're like the 2 big bass players for me. There's others, but they're like the first 2 to come to mind. As far as bands go, I mean, that's like, I'm into so many different genres. I'm just going to pick a few to come to mind. Artist/band, Frank Zappa, absolutely. Gentle Giant is another one for me. That's a huge source of influence. There's some metal guys like Opeth and Between the Buried and Me, who I absolutely love.
Oh, yeah.
If we were going to get into something that's more of a surprise/partial guilty pleasure, probably from the Cyberpunk Edge Runner soundtrack, I really want to Stay at Your House by Rosa Walton and Haley Goggins. You know, for anybody who wants to listen to something and get nice and depressed. A couple of people are nodding. They're like, "Yeah, I know what you're talking about." I'll turn the goddamn.
We can all use that.
No.
Same question for Matthew Clark.
I'd say I'd probably stick with when it comes to my influence band, I'd have to say Van Halen, Tom Petty. They're 2 of the biggest things. Van Halen was like my second concert I ever went to, and then the third concert I ever went to was backstage at Van Halen. So after that, that's when I kind of realized I wanted to work in music. My guilty pleasure song, can I cuss? Because the name of the track is called "I Want to Fuck You in the Ass." It's by the Out There Brothers. As a DJ guy up there, he's gonna understand here. I don't do weddings and stuff. I did like festivals and nightclubs and everything. But when I would drop that track, you know, it's one of those ones, time and place. You can't just drop it in
For
the
sure.
floor, where everybody's gonna start humping each other on the dance floor, and it was awesome. So that would have to be my answer for that.
And then same question for David.
Oh, let's see. To keep it simple, because I have all kinds of inspiration, I'm going to have to go back to Fleetwood Mac in the 70s when Lindsay and Stevie came aboard. And let's see, what was the other question?
Secret pleasure.
Secret pleasure.
That
Musical
no one would
secret
guess.
pleasure.
That no one would guess.
Music-wise.
Myself. Sorry. Myself. I'm going to have to say it. Because I don't want to talk about another musician either, because we've all had to bust our butts to get what we're doing now. I'm going to say my surprise thing, though not surprise, is always Madonna. I love her attitude more than I do her musical skills, which is funny because you have to have attitude in this business. I'm sorry, you do. Where I've been and what I've gone through my top trials, you do have to have attitude. So I admire Madonna. My favorite
Awesome.
artist is Alison Moyet. The invincible, feel I've come invincible. Yeah, so there you go.
Awesome. So I've gone ahead and started adding links to everybody's music in the comments section. So I have some stuff there for Robert Lloyd from Friday the 13th, Blood
Thank you.
Loss, Jacker 3, Road to Hell, the Topaz and Stillman, Bobby Cara's YouTube channel. Also wanted to mention for Bobby, because he sent me some stuff that we didn't really get to cover, but just to throw it out there for him. It looks like you sent me clips for Hunt Chase Kill, Trailer 1, Swine and Dine, My Special Boy, which is a Friday the 13th fan film.
Surprisingly, that's actually not a Friday the 13th film. I feel like I need to put that in parentheses. It's like, nope, it's not.
Oh, because I think
reference to Jason.
I think there is a Friday the 13th fan film called
There
My
is
Special
one.
Boy.
Yeah. I need to I need to put a disclaimer. No, it's not that movie.
It's not that one. Okay. Different one. The other My Special Boy. Then there's Offering 1. And then there is Texas Chainsaw Massacre Badlands. Badlands? I'm going to have to check that one out for sure.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm going to add links for Matthew Clark, and for anyone else that wants me to share them, just let me know. Throw them up in the comments.
I threw just a couple in there myself.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Let's see. TickleMeNot.com for Matthew Clark. That's for the skateboards. And Simplicity26records.com for the record label. Okay. We're getting close to the end, and we got to get to the fun part of the show, which is the trivia thing. But first, while I have you guys here, and there's still viewers that are going to pay attention to me, let me go over some of my stuff. All right, and we'll just bear with me. It'll go by quick. All right, so we are doing all new shows starting next month, this month. We're in October now, so starting this month, we're doing all new shows, all new podcasts. So Christopher and I will stay on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. All these other shows are going to have completely different hosts, all different topics and subjects and things. And we got to get these guys that are on the screen on those shows too. So we have to book. Each of you got to send me a message, have your agent contact me tonight so we can get it set up for you. But I just wanted to talk about some of those shows so you guys can kind of see what we had planned. One of them is called the Coffin Corner podcast with Matthew White and Lance LeBron. It's going to be every other Monday night. It's covering all things football. So we never really talk about football on our podcast, but if that's something that you like, this is the show for you every other Monday night starting October 13th at 9 p.m. Eastern. The Cozy Coven with Sarah Jane, Haley Hansen, and Katie, where they go over all things horror, Halloween, and so forth. That'll be that same week. The Grim and Bones podcast launching that Saturday will cover all things horror. So if you guys are big horror fans, this is going to be one of the shows for you. We have the Kick Out podcast starting up. This is going to be a pro wrestling show where they cover things pro wrestling, WWE, TNA, AEW, New Japan, whatever it is that you guys like. The Noob Nation podcast. It's our brand new video game podcast covering all things video games. The weekly review recap show is the Shockwave. And we have, check this one out. MK Invasion. If you guys like talking about Bigfoot, aliens, conspiracy theories, so forth, this is the show for you. It's MK Invasion. That's going to be starting up soon. And then, of course, we have You Think You Know Horror with Mandy and Allie, where they do horror trivia and play fun horror games with you guys. That'll be starting up the same week. So if you guys want to join any of those, just let us know. We'll get you on. We are still looking for some co-hosts for a couple of the shows, and we have some other things coming up too. There's one called Battle Zone where everybody picks different movies and you have to try to convince the audience why your movie is better than the other guy's movie. All kinds of fun things. So lots of stuff to get involved with there. Super quick, we'll touch on our movie stuff because I know you guys are probably sick of hearing it. You're like, no, dude, we're here to talk about music. You see, I don't even have any flyers ready for myself. Okay, The Flower City Butchers, our full-length feature film. It's live on Indiegogo. It's doing pretty well so far. It's starring horror icon Ari Lehman, the original Jason Voorhees actor, the boy in the lake, award-winning actor Christian Bester from Law & Order SVU, and up-and-coming megastar Michaela Lococo. Can't go wrong getting involved. We'll have worldwide distribution. I smell some film festival awards in the works. Join today through Indiegogo. There are all kinds of different opportunities. And then this summer, you can join the likes of Isaac Cantu and Nicole Vegas Butler and Walter Phelan, a.k.a. Dr. Satan from House of a Thousand Corpses, Tom Glynn from Creep Show, Nancy Ann Ritter from Scream, and more in our upcoming horror comedy feature film, Killer Pizza. How cool is that? Acting opportunities, producer credits, and more are available for both. Get your songs in the movie, and get your book in the movie, and get your artwork in the movie, whatever you want. It's all there, something there for everybody. All right, so let's go through and play our trivia game. This is like the fun part of the show at the end. We went over all the cool stuff, the links and all that. So now this is, hey, we go from Christopher all the way down to David, and then all the way back. And we say, hey, what do you like more? Do you like this or you like that? You give me an answer, we move on to the next one. There's like 137 of these, so we're just going to try our best to get to them.
All right, let's do this.
All right, I'm trying to get rid of this ticker so I can see more of the screen here. There we go. Now we can see it's Matthew Clark and David Wood at the bottom. All right. Okay, Christopher, we'll start with you. And a lot of these are music themed. I try to do something different for them. So nice. Christopher can actually join in for a lot of these. So Christopher, Metallica or Megadeth?
Oh, that's just wrong. Megadeth.
Isaac, the Rolling Stones or the Beatles?
Rolling Stones.
People in the comments section, we want you to play along. Let us know which you prefer as well so that we can kind of figure out if we're right or wrong here. Jordan. Yeah, I missed one. Jordan, AC/DC or Led Zeppelin?
AC/DC all day.
Robert, Pink Floyd or Queen?
Pink Floyd.
Bobby, Guns N' Roses or Aerosmith?
Aerosmith.
Matthew, Nirvana or U2?
Oh, Nirvana all day.
David, The Who or Pearl Jam?
The Who.
Christopher, Eagles or The Doors?
Eagles.
Sorry, I had to see.
Isaac, Iron Maiden or Van Halen?
Iron Maiden.
Jordan, Black Sabbath or ZZ Top?
Sabbath.
Robert, Journey or Radiohead?
Radiohead.
Bobby, Rush or Leonard Skinner?
Rush.
Matthew Clark, The Clash or The Cars?
Oh, shoot. I'm going to go with The Clash.
David, Cream or Oasis?
Cream.
Christopher, Elvis or Madonna?
Madonna.
Isaac, Michael Jackson or Prince?
Prince.
Jordan, Taylor Swift or Sabrina Carpenter?
Sabrina Carpenter, personally. Sabrina Carpenter. I know people are going to kill me on the internet. She's got a new album tomorrow or whatever.
Robert, Elton John or Stevie Wonder?
Oh man, that's a brutal one. Elton John.
Okay, we're about most of the way through the music ones. Let's go through and see what people are saying here in the comments. I've been listening, just preparing dinner. So excited for the new shows. Woo. Great interview, guys. Tammy's here. She says, hello, Matt.
What's up?
Ah!
Hello, Tammy. Okay, we got a couple more. Amanda saying Metallica, Nothing Else Matters is me and my husband's song. Kristen Cantu says Michael Jackson. Amanda says anyone but Swift always. I'm not sure. Tammy says Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake.
Timberlake.
Okay.
Timberlake all day.
Yeah.
All right. Who did I leave off? Whose turn is it? Bobby's?
My turn. Yeah.
Okay. What I asked Robert? Elton John?
That was the one.
Yep.
Okay. Okay then. Bobby, Whitney Houston or Bruce Springsteen?
Springsteen.
Matthew Clark, David Bowie or Johnny Cash?
Oh, damn. And there's a timer on this, isn't there?
5, 4.
Cash.
David, James Brown or Marvin Gaye?
Marvin Gaye.
Christopher, Little Richard or Otis Redding?
Otis.
Isaac, Jay-Z or Eminem?
Eminem.
Jordan, Janet Jackson or Celine Dion?
Celine Dion.
Robert, Lady Gaga or Britney Spears?
Oh, Lady Gaga.
Bobby, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Probably Wolverine's abilities. That's super healing in there.
We got SC is saying Bowie. Amy is saying MGK or Eminem. She's making up her own for us. And all right, who wants that? Who's next? Matthew Clark, MGK or Eminem?
Oh, Jesus. Well, my daughter's going to tell me I need to go MGK, but I'm from the Eminem era, so I'm going to have to go Eminem.
Okay. Kristen's saying Eminem all the way. Okay, David. Oh, no, I just closed out the wrong one. 2 seconds. Okay, David, what is the weirdest thing that you own?
Christopher. Sorry.
Awesome.
It's wrong.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, got it back now. Christopher.
Well, we know what's happening after this podcast.
Christopher, I have to skip you for a lot of these because they're kind of like the usual ones. So we'll go to Isaac. Isaac, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Shoot, pizza.
Jordan, if you could have any animal as a pet, what would it be?
My dogs.
Robert, if you could travel back in time, what era would you visit?
Oh man, 1700s probably.
Bobby,
Bunch of weird vampire stuff going on then.
Bobby, if you could only listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh man, that is stacked right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to just have to pick one because there are a lot at the same level. Let's say Feudal Escape by James Horner.
Matthew Clark. If you could have a conversation with any fictional character, who would it be?
Oh crap. I got the name here. I'm trying to. Why am I having a brain fart? The guy who killed everybody that Keanu Reeves played for over a dog.
John Wick.
That one, yeah.
Okay. All right. David Wood. David, where's your favorite place to go?
It would probably be San Francisco.
Isaac, what's your favorite movie?
Shoot, man. So many. God. Oh man. I got so many, dude. I don't even know. I like Ben Margera's films. Haggard was a good one.
Jordan, what is your favorite TV show?
Right now, Dexter.
Robert, who is your favorite Wizard of Oz character?
I'm going to blow everybody's mind right now and tell you I have never seen The Wizard of Oz.
Nice.
I haven't. So I don't know.
Bobby, Silence of the Lambs or E.T.?
I'll go with Silence of the Lambs.
Matthew, Iron Man or Indiana Jones?
Indiana Jones.
David, Ghostbusters or Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Doo.
Christopher, I feel like I've asked you this one like 5 times, but Jurassic Park or Space Jam?
Jurassic Park.
Okay. Right. I think I've asked you that like 3 times. Who knows? I don't even know.
My moods change all the time, so I could always feel different a different day.
It's a different answer every episode.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
Isaac, Toy Story or Ice Age?
Toy Story.
Jordan, The Terminator or The Minions?
The Terminator.
Robert, Howard the Duck or The Karate Kid?
You know, nobody's going to agree with me, but Howard the Duck. I'm sorry. It was just so weird, man.
I'm digging it.
Bobby, The Breakfast Club or Ghost?
Breakfast Club.
Matthew Clark, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure or Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh shit! Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
What?
I like Jessica Rabbit. That's one of my all-time favorite movies.
That's fair.
David.
Yeah.
John Candy or Chris Farley?
John Candy or Chris Farley?
Ooh.
John Candy?
Christopher, I'll go back to you. Like a lot of these, I feel like I probably asked you each of these questions like 7 times. But Eddie Murphy or Robin Williams?
Robin Williams.
I think I'm almost positive that I have asked you. Isaac, are aliens real?
I believe so.
Jordan,
I believe so.
Alien or Predator?
Predator.
Robert Lloyd, Men in Black or They Live?
Oh, They Live.
Bobby, Paul or Galaxy Quest?
Galaxy Quest.
Matthew, Man of Steel or The Fifth Element?
The Fifth Element.
See what everybody's saying here. Hang on.
Multi-pass.
Kristen says the other guy's all-time favorite movie. Too Old to Big says never seen Wizard of Oz. That's illegal.
I know it's horrible, right? Oh, Toto. I know there's a Toto in there. That's my favorite character.
There you go.
SC says Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. All right, we'll jump over to David. David, what is the best Nicolas Cage movie?
There are none. I absolutely cannot stand Nicolas Cage.
Isaac, what is the best Jim Carrey movie?
Oh man, Liar. I like that one.
Jordan, what is the best Samuel L. Jackson movie?
Oh shit! What's the one that he's a coach of a basketball team in? What is that? Whatever that is.
Coach
I think
Carter.
it's yes, Coach Carter. Yes, that's my favorite.
Robert, what is the best Tom Hanks movie?
The Man with One Red Shoe, I believe it was called, right? The Man with One Shoe, One Red Shoe. That was really cool.
Bobby, what is the best Johnny Depp movie?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Matthew Clark, what is the best Robert De Niro movie?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I was a big fan of the Analyze This, Analyze That films that he was in.
David, what is the best Joaquin Phoenix movie?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll do one more round. Isaac, what is the best Al Pacino movie?
Damn it, I wanted that one. Shit.
I haven't. No, I don't know.
Jordan,
what is that one?
Jordan, what's the best Jack Nicholson movie?
Wasn't he the Joker in one of the Batman movies?
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I would say probably that would be my favorite.
Robert, what is the best Christian Bale movie?
I can't think of the name of it. He was like a stockbroker or something like that. What was it? And he had the big scene where he was like envious of somebody else's business card. Oh my God, what was it?
American Psycho.
American Psycho. Yeah, that. Thank you.
Bobby, what is the best Keanu Reeves movie?
Toss up between Point Break and The Matrix.
Matthew Clark, what is the best Morgan Freeman movie?
Oh, dude, he's one of my favorite actors too. All of them. I'm a big, huge fan of his. Like, if there was a person that I could ever sit down and talk to that was real, not fictional, it would be him. So I like all of his movies. I can't really say any particular one.
David, what is the best Ben Affleck movie?
Anytime he's in front of the camera.
All right, let's go over comments quick here. All right, so we've seen SC said there's flying monkeys, Robert. Best Johnny Depp movie, Edward Scissorhands. Tammy says, ask Matt, vinyl or CDs?
Vinyl all the way. I've never DJ CDs. I went from vinyl turntables to controller. I skipped the CD generation.
There you go.
Kristen says Carlito's Way is the best Al Pacino movie.
Yeah.
Then SC says Man on Fire. Well, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We're super excited for all of your success. We have to have you guys back on the show. Actually, have your agents get a hold of me tonight so that we can schedule you guys to appear on some of these other shows. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, getting to know us.
Great.
Yes, thank you,
We're
guys.
back next week, same
Thank
bat
you.
time, same bat channel. Until then, thank you, Robert. And thank you, Bobby. And thank you. Hang on, I gotta find someone else. Thank you, David.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jordan. And thank you. Oh, Matthew's still here. Thank you, Matthew. And thank you, Isaac. How cool was that?
That was fun.
Yeah, I think it's
A lot of talent there.
Next week, we're going to have some good people on it. And then the week after that, we have another big group because we're doing like the author night. But yeah, so check out all these musicians. Their links are either in the comments or they will be. They're all on Facebook and Instagram and all that. Don't let them fool you. Go find them today. Follow them. Check out their music, download, and all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much. Till next week. There should be an outro video here, but I don't have one.